Welcome back guys, welcome back to my channel. Today in this video I'm going to answer to most of your questions. First of all, I want to thank you all for your kind comments and congrats messages. You know, if you weren't here, none of this would have been even possible. So I'm actually the one who should be grateful, not you. So now, without any further ado, let's just go ahead and answer the first question. I'm going to read these questions in order from the oldest to the newest. Let's begin. So Vlad is asking, I would like to know more about what kind of a person are you? For example, do you have siblings? Yes, I have 2 siblings. I have 2 older sisters who actually live in Iran. What's your favorite music? I listen to different genres of music, honestly, but the most genre that I go to, my go-to genre is mostly metal and rock and roll. Why you decided to start gaming? Well, it's not kind of, I didn't decide to suddenly become a gamer, you know, it just happened. When I moved to Australia, 2 weeks after that, the pandemic, the COVID-19 broke, and I had to stay at home for months. So I finally got my hands on a PS5 and I just started playing games and I enjoyed it so much. That's how I became a gamer. But I'm going to tell you the full story later in the video. Who is your favorite gamer or gamers? Something like this. Well, actually this is a pretty cool question. My favorite gamer, I have a couple, more than a couple. I love Mars. I love her so much. Actually, I think she was one of the first gamers that I watched a playthrough of on YouTube even before I made my own channel. And she had a really great role in me deciding to make a channel myself. I also love Hollow so much, especially his horror games. Sometimes I don't know, he's kind of a very comfy spot to me. Sometimes I even fall asleep to his voice when I'm in bed watching his indie horror game playthroughs. I just love him so much. I also like 𝐀𝐥𝐥. I don't actually watch his streams. I don't go on Twitch much, but I watch his VODs on YouTube, the indie horror games again. He's so funny, he's such a cool guy, I feel like. And I also love 𝐓𝐡𝐞. I watched her Resident Evil 2 and Resident Evil 3 remake playthroughs. And yeah, let's move on to the next one. My question is, you do all of it yourself? I think he wanted to ask. If so, how did you manage it? Hawks from Brazil. Well, yeah, I've been doing this myself from the very start. I make my own thumbnails, I edit my own videos. It was pretty hard at first. Mentally, it was hard, but you get over that pretty soon. But at first, I started very basic. I didn't even have a desk or a PC. I had nothing. I only had a PS5, my phone. I even use my camera phone. If you go ahead and watch my Bloodborne playthrough, which is actually the first playlist on the channel, you can see that I'm actually sitting in my living room and I had a very small ring light, my camera, my phone camera, you know, the camera of my phone. I didn't have a camera. And that camera was recording my face, and the gameplay I used to record on my PS5 directly, and then I would transfer all of the files into my small laptop and edit them all in some kind of a program called, I think it was Adobe Elements. It's a very basic version of Adobe Premiere Pro. From the very start, I started how to work with Photoshop because you really needed that. But right now I'm doing like everybody else. I use OBS. I have a PC. You know, I record my gameplay and face camera on OBS. If you don't know what that is, just Google it. It's just some kind of a recording software that makes everything easier for streamers and people who record their gameplays. And yeah, that's it. It's actually editing is the funnest part for me. I don't know, most people hate doing them, but I really like editing my videos. I have received many emails, people asking me, you know, to hire them to become my thumbnail maker or my video editor, but I never accept. Firstly, because I don't earn much from YouTube to be able to hire these people, and second is that I actually enjoy doing it. But maybe later, maybe if one day, 10 years later, I get, you know, my channel grows so much and I don't have time anymore and I become a full-time YouTuber, maybe I'm gonna be able to hire someone to do all of this for me. I don't know. Okay, Haley is asking, can you rate the games on your channel starting from your most favorite to the least? Damn, Haley, that's gonna give me some troubles. Because no matter what, my least liked game, if I say it, some people are going to get mad, but that's all right. You know, people come with different preferences and stuff. And, you know, I have like 16 playlists on my channel if you consider both of the Last of Us games one game, you know, in general. So I wrote it down, wrote my list down. It's here. So I'm going to read. I'm going to start with my first, my most favorite game on the channel, which is, I think most of you know that I really enjoyed Red Dead Redemption 2. It is I don't know, this game had such an effect on my soul and everything, and I enjoyed every minute of this game. The story was so deep. The protagonist, he was a real person to me. I still feel like I've lost an uncle or something, Arthur Morgan, you know? It was a great game. It was a great game. My second favorite games on the channel are the Last of Us series, both of them, part 1 and part 2. Again, I had such a connection with this game and I still play them. I think I have played both of them at least 5 times already. I mean, I just cannot get enough of these games. And if you haven't noticed, I have Ellie's tattoo from part 2. So yeah, you could tell. My third favorite game on the channel is, you're gonna get surprised, but I love this game. Silent Hill 2 Remake. I mean, it was officially my first horror game, but this game was actually the game that got me interested in horror genre in games, and this game was the reason now I'm playing Resident Evil games, and I really loved it. It's such a deep story. I mean, wow. It was great, guys. My fourth favorite game is GTA 4. It was the darkest of them all, but the protagonist, 𝐀𝐥𝐥 𝐿 was also, to me, he was also as real as Arthur Morgan, and I really loved him. The voice actor was great, and the story, everything. It had the balance, the right balance between comedy and deepness and darkness. It was very good. Number 5, it's Resident Evil 4. I mean, I haven't even finished the game yet, but it's it. I love it. I love the game. I'm enjoying the game so much. You actually watched episode 9 2 days ago on the channel. And yeah, last time we fought ramen. Number 6, Resident Evil 2. After Silent Hill, my first real horror game, I played Resident Evil 2, and it was even scarier than Silent Hill 2 Remake for me, only because of Mr. X, only because of him. Number 7, Bloodborne. Guys, Bloodborne is one of the first games I ever played in my life. I started this channel with Bloodborne, so it really has a special place in my heart. Number 8, GTA San Andreas. I mean, if you have watched my playthrough, you know how much I enjoyed this game. I just loved CJ so much, and the story was pretty cool. Number 9, GTA 5. It was the first GTA game that I ever played, and it was so funny. It was something really new to me, and you know, it brought in lots of you in my channel and made my community bigger, and I enjoyed every minute of it. Number 10, Ghost of Tsushima. Even though it didn't do really well on the channel, but I really loved the game so much. The music, the soundtrack, the story, it was so cool and deep. Number 11, Detroit Become Human. Man, this is what you call a decision-based game. This game really kept me on my toes every minute, because I knew that every decision I made really mattered. Every decision, down to the smallest details. Number 12, GTA Vice City. We are now playing it. I haven't finished it yet. It's an older GTA game. It has its own sufferings, you know, the mission called planned. I don't need to explain it more to you, man. But yeah, I'm enjoying it. Number 13, Resident Evil 3, guys. I don't know. I really enjoyed. I enjoyed the game, but it's not on top because I really could not make a good connection with Jill Valentine. But then again, I think maybe it's because I did not play Resident Evil 1 myself and only watched playthroughs of it. I know the full story of Resident Evil 1, but maybe if I had played Resident Evil 1 and then jumped to Resident Evil 3, I would have made a deeper connection with Jill Valentine. 14, Red Dead Redemption 1. 15, God of War Ragnarok, guys. I'm not saying it was a bad game, it was a great game. God of War is a great game. It's just some sort of game. And not connect so much to. Don't kill me, please don't kill me. And the last one. You asked me on the channel, right, Haley? You said the game's on your channel. And the least favorite game on the channel, you guessed it. It was Walking Dead. I'm not saying it was bad, you know, none of these games on this list are bad. I'm just rating them from 1 to 16, and Walking Dead takes the last spot, mainly because I kind of felt like the decisions I made in the game don't really matter, no matter what you choose. I mean, most of the time you had only 2 options. There was no, common ground. There was nothing. For example, I'm talking about the part when you had to choose to kill between, I don't remember the names, I'm sorry, but the guy with the mustache and a cap and the lady, Clementine, had to choose between killing one of them. Why there wasn't an option to allow us to just, sort it out? Do not kill anybody. Nobody. I felt like my decisions really did not matter. And one of the reasons that it is my least favorite game is that I kind of felt like there was no real gameplay. It was just, I felt like I was reading a book when playing this game, not playing a video game. Yeah, guys, that's it. That's my list. Shh, don't kill me. Everybody has some preferences and stuff, but yeah, who knows? Who knows what games we are going to play on the channel later, and I'm going to rank them again if you ask me the question. Richard is asking me, are you a sports person? If so, what are your best sports to watch on TV? Richard, no. I have never watched any sport on TV in my life. I've never done it. I never enjoyed watching them on TV or go to any studio to watch one. But I'm a sport person. I go to the gym actually a lot. I work out, but it's not like I can see some kind of a sport on TV and stuff. No, I don't like it. Aditi is asking, are you going to play other Resident Evil games like Resident Evil 5, Resident Evil 6, Code Veronica, and Resident Evil 0? Well, Resident Evil 0 and Code Veronica, I know they are the older Resident Evil games and they have that weird camera angle. I really cannot play those games. I just can't. It's not possible for me. And Resident Evil 5 and Resident Evil 6, maybe I'm going to play them actually, but off camera. I've seen lots of you saying that Resident Evil 5 and 6 are not really worth it, and after Resident Evil 4, you hope for me to go play Resident Evil 7, which is actually the scariest Resident Evil game on the channel. But yeah, probably I'm not going to play 5 and 6 on the channel, but I think I'm going to play them off camera for myself. I actually play a lot of games off camera. The games that I think are not going to do very good on the channel. And yeah, that's it. Next question. Who is the best? Tommy or CJ? Yeah, it's one of those questions. I mean, like, both of them are nice. Both of them are super cool. I love both of them. Same amount. Come here. CJ. I love CJ. Okay, let's go. Okay, next question. Yeah, I'm sorry, I won't read your name, but yeah, you're on the screen. I wanted to ask if you have any plans on playing 𝐀𝐥𝐥 Expedition 33 anytime soon. Actually, guys, I really love to play that game. I've heard so many good stuff about that game, and I really want to give it a try. But the thing is, I don't know how you guys are going to react if I do. You know, my gaming life and my YouTube life are two different things. You know, all the games that I play are not necessarily recorded. I mean, like, I have played Baldur's Gate off camera. I bet you didn't know. I've played Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 recently. I didn't finish it though because I was moving out of Australia. But yeah, there are lots of games that I play off camera, some type of games that I play on camera. The ones that I think are not going to do very good on the channel, I play off camera. Expedition 33, I think, is one of them. But if you tell me that you want me to play that, I'm gonna gladly play that on camera. Just, I don't know, let me know, guys. Shroom is asking, my question is, in future, can we expect some indie horror games? I would really like to see that. Yes, actually, now that we are close to the spooky season, we are going to play some indie horror games on the channel, guys. If you remember last year, not only we played Silent Hill 2 Remake during the Halloween, we also played Fears to Fathom indie horror games. There were like 4 to 5 episodes, I think. They were pretty good. And this year, I have found another series that they say are as good as Fears to Fathom, as chill as them. So yeah, we're going to play them on the channel, so you can expect to see them pretty soon. True. Nightmare is asking, what got you into gaming? Every gamer has their origin story. Okay. Do you want the full story? It's actually a cool story. It's a very funny story. So I'm going to tell it to you. Just let me have a sip of water. You know, it all goes back when I was in my own country, Iran. I had this boyfriend back then who was really a nice guy. He was really nice. He was really nice to me. He was so kind. And it was the beginning of our relationship, kind of only a few months. He used to call me like twice or thrice per day, or send me messages during the day. But there came a day, I mean like a couple of days, that he stopped doing so. And I was like, is he ghosting me? What is he doing? Doesn't he like me anymore and stuff? And then the next time I talked to him, I asked him, why are you doing this? Why aren't you replying to any of my messages sometimes? Or why aren't you calling me again? If you want to break up, let me know. We will just break up and stuff. And he was like, no, it's not like that. You know, Dawn, it's this new game that has been published called Witcher 3. I've been playing that game and I really do not notice the passage of time. That's why I forget to reply to your message. That's why I don't call you. I'm sorry, I'm just playing this game. Whenever I play games, I just vanish for a few days. I'm sorry, I'm going to stop doing it. I'm going to pay attention and stuff. And I was like, yeah, okay. I was okay with that. I didn't ask him anything else and stuff. And then he started to sending me these screenshots of this game just to prove his point, just to say that he is not doing anything else. He is just playing a video game and stuff. And I saw these screenshots and I was like, wow, this looks cool. This looks pretty cool. He sends me these screenshots of, I don't know, dragon-like creatures, the mountains, you know, the snow, all the weird creatures. And I was like, wow, this looks cool. And back then, I was such a bookworm, guys. My favorite genre of books was actually fantasy books, horror books, crime books. And my favorite book of all time is Lord of the Rings. So you can imagine my excitement when I saw those screenshots. I was like, wow, this is like the world of Lord of the Rings. This looks like Game of Thrones. What kind of a game is this? And I was so curious. And that from then on, Witcher 3 kind of got in my brain. And years later, a couple of years later, when I moved to Australia, the pandemic happened and then I had to stay home for months. So I got my hands on a PlayStation, PS5, or I think it was a PS4. I don't know, I don't remember. I got my hands on a PS5 or PS4 or whatever, and got the Witcher 3 game, and I started playing it, guys, because it was in my brain. Ever since that guy showed me that screenshots, I wanted to play it. And when I played it, I enjoyed the game so much. It was pretty hard for me. You have no idea how hard it was. I really enjoyed it so much. I played it like 2 or 3 times in a row, guys. And then I couldn't get enough, but I wasn't getting the same amount of excitement from replaying the game all over again. That's why I turned to YouTube, I started watching other people's playthroughs of this game, and that's how I actually discovered that there are people on YouTube playing games, recording it, and making a community. And I was like, wow, yeah. So yeah, that's how I got into gaming. This is my origin story. I should also let you know that after Witcher 3, I started playing Skyrim. Then I played, I think, God of War 2018. I played some kind of Lord of the Ring games, Shadow of War or something, which I didn't like. But yeah, that's how I got into gaming, guys. Okay, so Sloan Joss is asking, what motivated you to start your YouTube channel? I don't think it was like one day you woke up and say, oh yeah, I definitely have to start a gaming channel. Yeah, you are right. That's not the case. Well, if you heard my previous story just a few seconds ago, I told you how I got into gaming, and I told you guys that I just couldn't get enough of Witcher 3. That's why I turned to YouTube and started watching other people's playthrough of Witcher 3. One day, after a few months watching other people, one day I just told myself, like, I can do this too. I love gaming. I want to get more into gaming. So when I see other people playthroughs, I get this cozy vibe. I love watching other people react to the same things that I reacted to. And I told myself, maybe I can do the same. That's how I suddenly thought of making a YouTube channel. But it wasn't that easy, presenting yourself in front of a camera. It was a really hard decision, but I did it and I don't regret it for even a second. On to the next one. The Norse guy, how are you? He's asking, what are your favorite video game that you played on this channel so far, and what are your least favorite? Okay, Norse guy, I already answered to this question before. My most favorite video game on the channel is Red Dead Redemption 2, and my least favorite, as I said before, is The Walking Dead. Tony is asking, what are your favorite movies? Guys, I watch a lot of movies. I'm a movie girl, okay? So I have different favorite movies in every genre, but I think the greatest movies of all time ever are actually the Lord of the Rings trilogy and the extended editions. I really, really do love Lord of the Rings. I think I actually watch them every year, if not every 6 months, because they are like kind of a, battery to me. Every once in a while, I need to watch them to get recharged. What is the worst game you've ever played? The worst game I've ever played, not on the channel, off camera, was actually this game. 2 games actually. But I only remember the name of one of them, which was I think Shadow of War. It's some kind of a game inspired by the Lord of the Rings universe, but I dropped the game not pretty soon. Actually, I didn't drop it. I played for a while, and I saw that there's actually nothing new in the game. I'm doing the same shit all over again all the time, and that's why I would say it's the worst game I've ever played. I'm sorry. What's the newest game you can't stop thinking about that hasn't come out yet? Oh, well, there are actually a couple. First of all is GTA 6, naturally. I can't stop thinking about it. I think all of us are like that right now. And then I've heard that the same team that made a remake of Silent Hill 2 is actually making a remake of Silent Hill 1. Even though it's not going to come out anytime soon, but I just cannot stop thinking about it. And the other one is Resident Evil 9. Also, Witcher 4. Witcher 4 with Ciri as the protagonist. Oliveira, I'm sorry if I'm butchering your name. You are asking, how difficult was it moving to Australia and then having to relocate to the UAE? Well, actually moving to Australia was not mentally or physically that hard for me, because before moving to Australia, I used to live with my parents. It wasn't really that hard for me because I didn't have a house for myself. I didn't have any furniture, not anything. Even though it was really scary, it was pretty scary, but it also involved a lot of excitement, and moving to Australia was one of my dreams since I was a teenager, and I was really having a good time when I moved to Australia. So I cannot say that it was pretty hard. No, it wasn't. But I'm gonna tell you that relocating to UAE was actually harder than my first move to Australia, because in Australia, I had a home, I had a place, I had a life, I had everything. I had dozens and dozens of furniture. So when I decided to move to the UAE, I had to say goodbye to my job, to my home, to the life I had made for myself, and I had a hard time selling all my stuff. Then I had to sacrifice lots of my stuff because nobody would buy them. And when you are young and you really don't have anything to your name, moving around is actually easier. But when you get older and you have a job, you have a life and a home and so many things, leaving all of them behind and moving to another place is actually what makes it harder. Okay, next question. Joel and Ellie. He or she is asking me, have you played the Uncharted series? No, I haven't. I know that they are great games. Again, guys, I don't know how good they're going to do on the channel. As I said before, my gaming life and my YouTube channel life are totally two separate things. Maybe I'm going to play these games off camera. I have no idea. It all depends what you guys want me to play. I can figure this out by looking at my YouTube studio. There is a section that actually tells me what most of my viewers are interested in watching. And right now it's only Resident Evil and GTA games. We will see. I guess we will see what, you know, this journey takes all of us to. And then, have you thought about opening a PO box? I think it would be great for subscribers and members to send you things and you do unboxing videos or live streams. Yeah, I've actually thought about opening a PO box. When I was in Australia, I actually looked it up and I changed my mind because they were pretty expensive there. I don't know how it is in UAE, Dubai. I'm gonna look it up and I will just let you know, guys, and thank you for suggesting it. Awesome Laggy, he's asking, my question is, what is your favorite TV show of all time? Please show my username. Okay, Awesome Laggy. My most favorite TV show of all time. I have a few, but my most favorite is, I can answer immediately without even thinking, is Breaking Bad. I really love that TV show, guys. I've watched it 10 times already. I know the dialogues by heart. And after that, I really love Dexter. I mean, the old versions, not the new ones. I haven't even watched the newest one yet. I haven't watched it, but I watched I think it was some type of a spin-off in which Dexter's son goes and finds Dexter in that snowy place and stuff. I didn't like that as much as I did the previous seasons either, but guys, the previous season, the older seasons, they are dope. If you haven't watched it, please do. It's one of the best TV shows of all time. And then I love Sopranos. It's pretty fun. I've watched it a couple of times too. I have some good memories with the TV show Supernatural, don't remember, but I used to watch that TV show with my mom. Such great times. There was also this Netflix TV show that was cancelled for some reason, but I really loved it. It was called The Mind Hunters. It was only a couple of seasons, I think, but it was about, it was crime, but you could see everything in the serial killer's perspective, not the victims, the serial killers themselves. And I think that's what made it very interesting for me. But unfortunately, it got cancelled for some reason. Okay, next question. Ooh, this is a long one. Flaming Monkey. Okay, since you go to gym regularly, I wonder which part of your body that you train the most, your legs, arms, or other parts. Do you have any suggestions on diet and living habit for people who want to work out? Well, I actually train all parts of my body, not just the upper body or the lower body, you know, because I really need the balance. If you only do upper body, you're going to end up with something I call chicken legs. And if you only work out your lower body, I don't think it's really going to look good. I want to do both, everywhere, my back, everywhere, every muscle in my body. I try to work all of them out. And do you have any diet and living habit for people who want to work out? Well, never ever skip or remove any type of thing from your diet. What I want to say is that eat your carbs, eat your fat, and eat your protein, eat your fiber, eat everything. Do not remove carbs. There is a thing that most people say that carbs are not good, carbs are bad for you, they make you fat. No, that's not the case. Everything, you have to eat everything, but in decent amount. Don't overdo it, don't overkill it. Just eat as much as you need, as much as your body need, and you will be all right. And some people, when they want to lose weight, they start to only eat salad, and they're not eating enough food. They're not eating enough of energy their body needs, the fuel their body needs. But I say that actually, when I was on a diet for the first time in my life, I used to eat even more. And my mom was like, wow, Dawn, are you sure you're on a diet? And the difference was that I was eating more protein. I was eating less carbs, maybe I was eating less fat, but I was eating a lot of protein, because proteins are what make you feel full. If you work out at the same time, they're going to, give you muscles. Actually, protein and carbs are a mixture of them. Both are going to give you muscles. So that's why I told you, never remove any kind of food group from your diet. Never ever do that. Number 2, since you have moved to a new place for a while now, are you doing YouTube full-time, or have you already got another job there as well? No, I'm not doing YouTube full-time, guys. It doesn't pay the bills. And yes, I have already found the job. Number 3, of all the gaming characters you've played so far, who is your top 3 and why? That's a good question. Well, number 1, without any hesitation, it's Arthur Morgan. Can you ask me why actually? No, of course you can't. You can't, it's obvious why. Number 2, I really love Ellie. Mostly because I watched her grow up. I watched her character take shape. She was a goofy girl in Last of Us Part 1. She was so goofy. She was a potty mouth just like me. And I really loved her so much. But in Last of Us Part 2, after Joel unfortunately passed away, she stopped smiling. She stopped telling jokes. She stopped, being goofy. And all of these I saw gradually. It's like I saw her grow up right in front of me, and I got her tattoo too, because I kind of feel like she's a real person with all of her flaws, with all of her goodness. She's a real person, and most of all, she's a badass, and I love her. The third protagonist is actually CJ. I love CJ so much, guys. I cannot explain this to you. He is that type of guy who has jokes, who has a great sense of humor. When you look at him, it looks like he's not mature, but he's actually super mature. He's very intelligent. He has a great common sense, and I love him so much. Can I only choose 3? Are you sure? Okay, and last one. What did you eat for dinner? I haven't eaten my dinner yet. It's only let me see. It's only 5:30 p.m. here, but I'm going to eat a steak with a side of bok choy and rice. Okay, next question. Oh, guys, there's so many questions. Congratulations. Mr. Cole is asking, what is your favorite country, and if you had the opportunity, would you travel to it? My favorite country is actually my home country, Iran. But I think you meant another country other than that. The place I really, really like to go and visit is Egypt. I really love to go to see Egypt once. You know, all of those rich history, all the mysteries there. I really want to go to the bazaars, the traditional bazaars, and see the pyramids too. I just love to go there once. I hope I can one day. I also like to go to Italy, Spain. I want to go everywhere. It's a very hard question. And number 2, what is your favorite game that you have played? Again, Red Dead Redemption 2, guys. Question 3, what is your worst fear? My worst fear is to actually lose the love of the people that I love most in my life. You know, it's pretty hard, but I really don't want it to happen. I cannot even imagine how bad it's going to be. But yeah, first of all, it's losing the love of my loved ones or losing my loved ones. That's my worst fear. Next question, Hendrik, do you plan on playing Cyberpunk and making a playthrough out of it? For sure, guys. I've heard so many things about Cyberpunk. But again, I repeat, it all depends on you, guys. It all depends on you, and we're going to see, I guess. Ayush is asking, favorite dish and favorite cuisine? Guys, my favorite dish. A dish that I can eat every day. Every day. Spicy fried chicken wings. I love chicken wings, especially fried. I mean, like with breadcrumbs and stuff, and I want them super spicy, like the spicy wings in KFC. I love them. I can eat them every day, and or I can eat Korean fried chicken every day, especially the most spicy one. All of them are great. I mean, like they have a garlic and soy. They have this very spicy one, which I love. They have the sweet and spicy, and they have the original. I can eat them every day without any complaint, guys. I love it. And my favorite cuisine, well, guys, I'm actually a really foodie person, so it changes, okay? I discover a new dish every once in a while, and it's my favorite for a while until I move to the next dish. But right now, my favorite cuisine is actually Korean cuisine. I love Korean. I love like bibimbap. I like they have a dish called tteokbokki. It's a kind of a street food. I love it so much because it's spicy. I love spicy food. I love spicy food. I love their fried chicken. I love the seaweed soup, cold noodle salad, everything with gochujang in it. I love it. And again, what do I love? The Korean barbecue, it's the best. Whenever I want to eat out after a workout and, still feel good, that I still think like I'm eating healthy, I choose Korean barbecue, guys. Ever think about visiting America? Well, yes, I really love to visit America so much, especially because I have grown up with American TV shows and movies, and since I was a kid, and I especially one of my dreams is to visit America during Halloween or Christmas, because I know Halloween is really big there, guys. I really like to go there, but it's not as easy, especially right now because of the political conflicts between the USA and Iran, my country. Unfortunately, this is always the innocent people, the clueless people who have to pay for the politicians, So yeah, it's not that easy, but I hope one day I can visit, yes. What is your favorite GTA so far? GTA 4. Without any hesitation, GTA 4. After that, I love GTA San Andreas. That's it. Ooh, this is a long one. Toxic Gamer YT99 has 7 questions for me, guys. Okay, let me go have a pee, guys. Okay, I'm back with a cup of tea, guys. Let's continue. Okay, I was saying Toxic Gamer YT99 is asking what motivates you to make gaming videos even if some videos doesn't perform well according to your expectations. Well, guys, actually this is so true. What motivates me is every one of you, only even if it's a few of you who are interested in the game that I'm playing, who take the time to watch all of the video and give me your opinions about different parts of the video. Every one of you motivate me to keep doing it. For example, Ghost of Tsushima didn't do really well on the channel, and I was very disappointed. I was very sad because to me it was such an amazing game. I just couldn't understand why it wasn't doing so good. But I kept doing it, first of all, because I was enjoying the game so much. There were still a few of you who were very interested in the playthrough, leaving me comments and stuff. And in times like this is what keeps me going. And I always tell myself, remind myself that there are always good days and bad days in everything you do in life. There is some sometimes may be good, sometimes may be shit, you know, as the meme says. But yeah, it's just life. You just cannot stop doing what you love doing because it's not doing as good as you expect. You just keep going. Maybe one day you're going to make it, you know. Question 2. What is the scariest horror game you have played till now? Resident Evil 2 Remake! Guys, the moment I saw Mr. X when I was playing as Leon for the very first time, I ran away from him. I went downstairs to the safe room and stayed there, and then went out again. And when I saw him out there and I realized that this guy is going to be on my ass all the game, that scared me so much. I still remember that feeling. I mean, like, Mr. X is gonna give it to ya. Question 3. What is the worst game you have played till now? Well, as I said before in the video, Shadows of War. Question 4. In general, what are your thoughts after you have uploaded one of your videos? Oh, my thoughts is that, I hope it's going to do good. I hope it's going to do good. I hope people are going to watch, people are going to click. That's all I think about. Number 5, does anyone in your family support you or praise you for the amount of work you put in your videos? Yes, actually. My mom watches all of my videos, even though she doesn't understand the word I say, but she watches them and she's very supportive. My sisters too. Everyone in my family support me so much. Everyone. Number 6, are you planning to start any new game series besides GTA and Resident Evil? If you haven't planned anything, then I suggest you to play Remedy company's games like Max Payne, Control, Quantum Break, Alan Wake, and etc. Yeah, for sure. There are so many masterpieces, perfect masterpieces in the world that I haven't played. And maybe one day we're going to play them all, you know? Who knows? Number 7, if you get a chance, who would you like to marry between Arthur Morgan and Carl Johnson? You can ignore this question if you don't want to answer. No, it's a good question. Why would I not answer it? But man, you really paid attention, you know, for you to choose the 2 characters that I love most. And you figured it out. You noticed how much I loved Arthur Morgan and CJ, didn't you? Yeah, well, this is not a very tough question. Of course I would choose Arthur. I mean, it's Arthur, guys. I mean, if you were a woman, who would you choose? Of course you would go for Arthur, right? He had such a deep character. He was such a nice person. You know, I cannot imagine otherwise. I cannot imagine. Carl is, I don't know. No, I would definitely choose Arthur Morgan. I don't know, maybe because he is more mature. He's very more mature than CJ. 𝐏𝐥𝐤 is also pretty cool. I like him so much, but he's more like a boyfriend type, you know? But Arthur is really husband material, guys. I would definitely go for Arthur. 𝐀𝐥𝐥 will you do things other than... okay. Will you do things other than gaming, like TV shows or movie reactions, blogs, and etc.? Yes, I actually planned to open up a Patreon and start watching movies there, do movie reactions, TV show reactions there, but I still haven't started it because I was so busy with the move and stuff. I have just recently settled in, and I'm gradually just going back into my schedule and stuff. But yeah, I would love to do that. I really love to do that, but I have to figure it out. Still, I have no idea how Patreon works, and I have no idea how to edit movie reaction videos. I heard they are so hard to edit because YouTube copyright system is very, very sensitive, guys, and I have watched other content creators actually losing their channel because of a reaction to movies, and I don't want this to happen to my channel. That's why I prefer to do it on a website like Patreon. But yeah, I would love to. Thank you for the suggestion. Matthew is asking, thank you so much, Matthew. What hairstyle would you want but aren't crazy enough to try it? Oh, how did you know? How did you know I have such a hairstyle in my mind that I never dare to do it? It's actually the Viking style, the warrior Viking, the Viking braids. I love them. I was a big fan of Lagertha in the Viking series, mostly because of her hair. No, I'm kidding, but she looked pretty good. She looks so beautiful with that hair. And yeah, I love it, but I don't think I will ever go for it. Okay, next question. Surush Shariati is asking, your favorite Persian food? Do you even need to ask? Of course it is ghormeh sabzi. What else? Tali or Tali. I'm sorry if I'm butchering your name. Your first question, what got you started with gaming? I already told you in the beginning of the video. Make sure to check it out if you haven't. What are your favorite games? I already said the first one is Red Dead Redemption 2. You can watch the beginning of the video for the complete answer. Number 3, would you ever be willing to do a makeup tutorial video? Well, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't think a makeup tutorial video on a gaming channel is going to be very nice. But if you want to see how I do my makeup, make sure to message me on my Discord, or if you don't have a Discord, message me on my Instagram page. I can help you out. This is written in Finglish. It's a mixture of English and Farsi, my mother tongue. But yeah, the amazing Gaj is asking, I have no questions since I don't like to be but I was wondering, why not speak Persian in your videos and keep it only with English? Well, I speak English because English is the universal language, right? So most people in the world speak English, and I just wanted to have viewers from all over the world, not just Iran or any other Farsi speaking country. I just wanted to have viewers from everywhere. Ruslan or Raslan, I'm sorry if I'm butchering your name. I'm really sorry. He's asking, what's the story behind you moving around the world? Moving around the world? I wouldn't say that I'm moving around the world, you know. The first place I went to was Australia, and it's because you want to make your life, the quality of your life better. And you kind of feel like the only way for you to be able to do that is to change your surroundings, is to move to another place that can provide you with that quality. That's how I decided to move to Australia. I just wanted a better life. I wanted freedom. I wanted better opportunities in my life. I just wanted to be comfortable, not in constant fear. And that's why I moved to Australia. And then I moved, how and why did you move to Australia? No, how and why. Yeah, I already told you why and how. And now from Australia to Emirates. Yeah, actually I lived in Australia for 6 years. I love Australia so much. I love the people, I love the culture, I love everything about that, especially the nature. One of the downsides of living in Australia is that the time zone that is very different from the other parts of the world, and it's so far away from all the other countries. You cannot go visit places regularly because, first of all, it's too long. The flights are too long, and the second is that the tickets are pretty expensive. It's not really worth it. I personally, I'm very connected to my family members. I love my mom. I have a very deep connection with my mom. I have a very deep connection with my sisters. That's why living so far away from them and not being able to see them very much, it wasn't good for my mentality. That's why when the opportunity to move to a country closer to them appeared in my life, I grabbed it. I have lived in Australia for 6 years. I got my Australian passport, I got my citizenship, and that's when I grabbed the opportunity and moved to the Emirates to get closer to them. They say UAE is pretty an expensive country, but I think nowadays everywhere is kind of expensive, especially in the last few years that I was living in Australia. Everyday things were getting more expensive, and I just told myself, why not? I have the job opportunity. I can move there, be closer to my family. I'm gonna live here for a few years and then I will go back. Yeah, I will definitely go back to Australia. I don't plan to stay here forever. And question 2, was it hard for you to start a channel? Any hesitations? How do you feel now about being a content creator? I've never been a very social person. You know, most of the time I prefer to be in my own cave alone, doing my own business, watching my movies, reading my books, playing my own games. But the thing is, when I go out, when I put myself in society, I do good too. So I'm something in between. But I cannot deny that I have some kind of social anxiety. And starting a YouTube channel was pretty hard for me mentally, because presenting myself in front of the camera without any censorship, it was pretty hard. One of the other things that made it hard was the fact that I'm not a native English speaker. And sometimes, even now, today, in this video that I'm recording this video for you, I sometimes struggle to answer you the way I want to, because I'm not perfect at English, you know, I'm not very good at English. But I did it. I had hesitations during my journey, my YouTube journey, especially sometimes when I got toxic comments. Believe it or not, there are some people who tell you the meanest thing that you can ever imagine. And sometimes you feel like, why am I doing this? Why am I even doing this? And the human brain is, I don't know why. It's such a mystery, but the human brain is so weird. The brain always remembers the bad stuff, the bad memories, the sad things, you know? When I get toxic comments and I feel down, I keep telling myself, oh, okay, you got 50 nice comments and one bad one. Why don't you look at the other 50? Just forget this one bad one, you know? How do you feel now about being a content creator? I think it has the same answer than before. Question 3. Did you get in trouble for having a tattoo, considering it's probably not very tolerable in Islam? As a matter of fact, are you a religious person? I don't know if you remember, I went and visited Iran exactly a year ago. Actually, you remember I stayed in Iran for a month. It's actually where I got my tattoo. You know, my tattoo artist, she was pretty cool. She did this whole tattoo on me. And no, in my country, Iran, getting a tattoo is not considered a bad thing. Maybe the older generation, for example, the people who are above 60-year-old are going to frown upon it, but I think it's like this everywhere, maybe. But no, it's not a bad thing. It's not at all a bad thing. And no, I'm not a religious person at all. I mean, like, at all. I believe in God. I really believe in God. I believe in doing good things, helping people and being kind. But other than that, no, I'm not a religious person at all. Hello, Don. Creek. Besides doing what you're doing now, what was something you always dreamed about doing in life? Well, that's a super cool question. Since I was a teenager, I always wanted to become a singer. That was my dream, and I never got it, but because most of my life I was living in Iran, as you all know, and I don't know if you know or not, but as a woman, being a singer is not possible there if you want to do it legally, you know. So yeah, when I moved to Australia, I still had that little bit of that dream left in me, but I didn't act on it because I got busy with life. I got busy with earning money and building a life for myself, and yeah, that's it. That's it. Okay, next question. Rob is asking, what has been your favorite thing to discover about this hobby? Do you have okay, let's answer to the first one. My favorite thing about gaming is that you get to live thousands of lives with each game that you play. For example, right now I'm Leon Kennedy. I'm in a forsaken place in a castle trying to save a girl from some mean people. Before that, I was CJ. Before that, I was Arthur Morgan, who was going through his redemption. You know, you can be multiple people when you're playing games. You can feel how they feel if you immerse yourself in the story too much, and I think it's beautiful about it. Before I started gaming, I used to be a bookworm. I read a lot of books. I could read a book, I could finish a book in a week. But when I got introduced to gaming, I was like, screw books! I can do the same thing and watch it while doing it. I can live different lives while watching it, while seeing it, while actually seeing it. And that's what I love. And the other thing I love is actually you guys. By making this channel, I got to know all of you guys. I have a sense of community that I really love, and I hope you love it too. And the other question, do you have a day job? Yes, I actually have had many jobs, but I think probably most of you know that when I was living in Australia, I was working as a phlebotomist. Phlebotomist is the person who draws your blood when you go visit a hospital or a clinic. I was that person. Right now, I'm not doing that anymore. I'm actually working at a training academy. I'm working as a supervisor for some of the students there. I have to just, call them, track their progress and stuff. It's actually a work from home job, which I really like. It doesn't pay as much, but yeah, that's all. Arsh is asking me, what is your favorite part of creating content? Well, you. You guys, all of you, you know, the feeling that I get with uploading every video, the comments, the connection that we all have when I'm playing a video, that's my favorite part, honestly. And the next question is that what's a piece of advice you wish you had when you first started YouTube? I would have told myself that stop refreshing the page to see how many views you've got. I mean, just stop it. Just upload your video and leave it. But I still cannot do it. I'm better now. I'm a little bit better. But yeah, just stop. Just do what you want. You will get it. You will get it. Mohammed Khalid is asking, if you were to choose only GTA game, which one will it be? GTA 4. Without any hesitation, GTA 4. Okay, so this question is actually from my Discord. One of my members, Natalia, asked me this. In the games you show on your channel, we see your joy, sadness, sensitivity, anger, and you can sometimes be crazy. What triggers such feelings in your daily life? Oh, Natalia, you have no idea. I go through the same cycle almost every day. When I tell you I'm feisty, I really am. I'm really a feisty person. You can see my joy through very, very unimportant small things. For example, if I want to make my favorite dish, this is enough to give me the feeling of joy for the rest of the day. Or when I hear good news, actually I feel joy. Sadness. Sometimes when I wake up and for example, I hear bad news from my home country, I get worried and I get sad, of course. Anger, everything can easily make me angry, guys. I'm a hot-tempered person. If you haven't noticed, I'm sure you have, but I'm a hot-tempered person, especially when it comes to, technology. Like for example, when I'm behind my PC, something doesn't work as it should, I get so angry. For some reason. Yeah, I go through this cycle. When I'm playing games, and what you're seeing is actually the real me. I'm a type of person that can never act. Rest assured. Next question. Dawn, please don't show my screen name. Sure. Question 1. Can you please talk about your boyfriend a little bit? I know you have one because you mentioned him on your video when you did the tour of your room. Well, no. Actually, I can't because he's a very private person. Question 2. What is the scariest game that you ever played, but at the same time had the most fun playing it? Scariest game? Yeah, I answered to this question before someone else asked. Resident Evil 2. Again, Resident Evil 2 Remake because of Mr. X. Final question. What do you do for work before you drew blood out of people's arm? Is that something that you continue to do until you're a full-time gamer? Yeah, I said before, no, I'm not a phlebotomist. I'm not anymore in the UAE. As I said, I'm working in a training academy as an assistant, as a supervisor for the students there, and I'm working from home. So my dream is to one day become a full-time YouTuber, full-time gamer, and whenever I can do that, I would just resign from my day job and keep doing that. But so far, I haven't been able to do that, you know? I need my day job. Noxter, I'm sorry if I'm butchering your name. Do you think universals exist as real and distinct entities or only as mental constructs? Do I look like Uma to you? Uma. Nicholas Valentine, he's asking, well, I know you like metal, so my question is, what is your favorite band or the one you like the most, in case you don't have a favorite? And what was the first rock or metal song that introduced you to this world? For sure. My favorite band, it's actually like my favorite dish. It changes every once in a while. Sometimes I focus on one genre of metal. Yeah, sometimes I focus on another genre. Right now, My favorite metal band that I constantly listen to, especially when I'm at the gym, is Lamb of God. I really love that band right now so much. And my favorite song of them is Resurrection Man. I really love it. I keep listening to it. I just cannot get enough of it. But yeah, that's heavy metal. I love heavy metal. I love doom metal. For example, I love November's Doom. I love My Dying Bride. But yeah, my other favorite bands, I love Pantera so much, Alice in Chains, Black Sabbath, Scorpions, Ishan. I really love Ishan. I love Opeth. I really love it. You know, there are many of them. Green Carnation. There are many. And what was the first rock or metal song that introduced you to this world? It's actually a full story. There's actually a full story behind this one. Is that it happened when I think I was 11 or 12. I don't know. My mom had this DVD playing while she was doing the house chores and stuff. I think the DVD belonged to one of my sisters. I don't know. But yeah, I was looking at the TV. It was a show. It was actually a video of the band Aerosmith. The song was amazing. I mean, the song was amazing, yes, but the name of the song was amazing. And I saw the guitarist, the lead guitarist, I think Joe Perry is the name. He was playing his guitar electric in this tunnel-like thing, and I was in such an awe watching this video. And after that, I was very interested in that type of music. I kept listening to that music multiple times a day. Back then, my oldest sister had this boyfriend who is now her husband. He also played guitar. That's why I talked to him about it, the band Aerosmith. Now my brother-in-law actually downloaded the discography of Aerosmith for me, the full discography, and brought it for me home. And I was like, I fell in love immediately. And then I was introduced to more bands, like when I was a kid, like AC/DC, or as Australians call them, because AC/DC is an Australian band, Akadaka. I found about Scorpions. You know, I was so much in love with the older rock and roll bands. They were pretty old, but I love them. I don't know why, but I'm the type of person who loves old stuff. I love all their movies. I love all their music. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just like that. But yeah, it was the band Aerosmith and the song called Amazing that got me into the world of metal and rock and roll. Probably the person told me not to show their username, that's why it's not here. But yeah, he said, I would love to hear your opinion on a true story that I really like, which is very girl power. In 2012 in New Zealand, Anatoly, then Minister of Police, was fed up with the actions of a repeat traffic offender well known to the police for illegal racing and speeding. To punish him and send a message, she confiscated his car and put it in a car crusher machine herself. The minister pressed the machine's activation buttons and crushed his car in front of journalists and filmed and took photos of the crushing of the offender's vehicle, named Daniel Bryant. The next day, photos and videos of his car being crushed by the minister were published all over the internet, and criminal Daniel Bryant was forced to watch the photos and videos at the police. He was forced? Really? You can see the images of the minister having fun crushing the car by typing Anatoly boy racer into Google. The results of this public punishment: minus 17% of illegal races and dangerous behaviors on the roads right after the actions of Anatoly. Well, I don't know what to say. Definitely if this guy was into racing and speeding, well, it is not a good thing that he did. Doing this can put the other people's lives on the streets in danger. I don't know if he had killed anybody on the street before or not, that Anatoly decided to do this. I don't know any of that. But what he was doing was illegal and very dangerous, and it could really end up pretty bad for many families. But the thing that Anatoly has crushed his car in a car crusher herself and filmed it and then forced him to watch it, it's a little bit, it's an overkill, I think. You know, if I was the minister, if I wanted to get his car from him to learn his lesson, I would just run an auction, you know, and sell the car for the highest bid, and then donate the money to families, for example, who have lost their loved ones because of this guy or because of anyone like this guy. You know, if she did that, and not only that guy, Bryant, what's his name? I don't know. From Daniel Bryant. If she did that, if she sold the car for the highest bid and donated the money to people who needed it, not only this way Daniel would have learned the lesson, and not only Daniel, but all the other racers, illegal racers on the streets, but there would be other people who could have a benefit from the money and stuff. It would have been a better deed. I don't know what she did. I don't know, it was a very psycho move, but I don't know. But yeah, that's my opinion. If I was her, if I wanted to get his car, I would have sold it for the highest bid and just donate the money to people who need it. And yeah, that's it. That's my opinion. Okay, next on to the next question. If you could live in a world of any video game you have played, what game would it be and why? It would be Blood and Wine, Witcher 3's DLC. I love to go there. I love to go. It was called Toussaint. I really loved to live in the world of Toussaint in Blood and Wine DLC of Witcher 3. It was great. It was so good looking. The soundtrack was amazing. There was the right balance of danger and then goodness in that place. I loved it. I loved Toussaint. Damon is asking, what is a talent you have that we don't know of? Only your family, friends and family know. I can sing, guys. I can sing. I can also cook. I really can cook. I really cook delicious meals, or people say so, and I think so too. Question 2. What are the meals you choose as your last meals? Well, as my last meals, my favorite meals, I said it before, fried chicken, and my favorite Persian dish, orma sabzi, and kebabs, everything. What animes you like most? I'm not really into animes, guys. I haven't watched many in my life. Maybe when I was a teenager, I watched this anime called something like Daddy Long Legs, or maybe I'm saying it wrong. I don't know. I really used to love that. But animes are not actively on my mind. It's not like I decide to sit down and play once an anime. It's not like that at all. So no, I cannot say I'm really into anime, guys. What took you to Australia in the first place? And did you get the job in your new home in the same line of work? Why back to the Middle East? I literally answered to all three of these questions before. I'm gonna give you a summary. Well, I moved to Australia because I wanted to have a life with freedom and better quality. You get a job in your new home in the same line of... No, I didn't get the same line of work in UAE. As I said, I'm working in a training academy as an assistant, just targeting the progress of the students there, and talking to them every once in a while to push them to do the work and stuff. And why back to the Middle East? Because I wanted to be close to my family, and Middle East is not as bad as some people think it is. I haven't been to all the places in the Middle East, but I'm in the UAE. UAE is great, especially Dubai. Actually, besties mate, I think you are from UK. There are so many people from UK in Dubai. I see them every day on the streets. There is full of them. Even in our apartment building, most of the people in our flat and probably all the other flats, all of them are from UK. Okay, 𝐓𝐡𝐞 I'm sorry for butchering your name, is asking, my question is, you like horror games or drama games? I love both, there are good games in all genres. Praetorian, sorry for butchering your name, is asking, have you ever had anyone approach you and recognize you for your videos either in Australia or when traveling? No, of course not. I actually do not have many viewers from Australia. Most of my viewers are actually Americans. And no, even if I had many viewers in Australia, I don't have that many to be recognizable on the streets or outside. No, that has never happened. Does anyone in Iran know of your channel or your videos when you travel to visit family there? If so, what is their opinion? Yeah, my family members, my friends know. My sister once told me that one of her friends told her that her brother watches my videos and stuff. And yeah, all of them are cool. My family are cool. As I said before, they're very supportive and stuff. Yeah, but no, people really don't recognize me anywhere. I'm not that big of a deal, guys. What do you expect? And the last question, which was asked on Discord a while ago. Hey Dawn, have you ever done bungee jumping, or would you ever consider doing it? No, never, ever. I hate heights. I don't like heights. I hate roller coasters. And definitely I will hate bungee jumping. So no, that's not for me, guys. Okay guys, so we are at the end of this video. I tried my best to answer to most of your questions, and I'm sitting here recording for 2 hours. I've talked so much that I'm a little bit dizzy now for some reason. So I just better finish this video right here, right now. Thank you so much for asking me all of these exciting questions. I really loved some of them. And yeah, I hope you're not going to get mad at me for the most favorite and least favorite game. And that's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching this video, like always, and I guess I'll see you on the next episode of GTA Vice City, or if you're not a fan, next week on Wednesday with episode 10 of Resident Evil 4 Remake. See you later then, bye.